Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of On It. I am Mikey. That is Devin.
Damn, I wish I could remember what we talked about. I couldn't even remember what we talked about the Super Bowl.
If it has to come down to that, or I just seem like a hater to get my point across, I'll do it.
Oh my God, he missed it!
National Basketball Association.
Javier. Is that his name?
What's his name?
Yaquez?
I don't know. I'm genuine. That was
On
genuine.
the Heat. Jaime.
J-A.
Jaquez.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give me two more?
Uh,
No, genuinely, you got to think, like, especially in the NBA, it's like a mosh pit of, like,
oh,
it's a cesspool of nationalities and
Paul
races
Gasol,
and-
Marc Gasol. Spain.
but they're from Spain.
Spain don't count.
I'm talking.
Spain's Europe. Yeah, no.
I'm talking.
Central
right
and
down-
South America, not much,
talking-
bro.
I'm
Also, I
talking
think
down there.
height might be a factor.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of On It. We are here, and I was just curious of like the Spanish representation of the NBA, and yeah, if we wanna-
Hispanic.
what did I say?
Spanish.
Well, you said Pau Gasol,
Yeah, but you weren't asking about Pal.
but you gave a Spanish answer.
I'm gonna name my son Pal. That's a
I
great
asked
name.
I asked Hispanic. You answered Spanish.
Which is
So-
included.
But I feel like it's all like it's all conclusive. Like it's all what's
Inclusive.
no, it's all inclusive. Like it all works.
Yeah, but Spain is way different than. the
No,
rest.
yeah, but like it wasn't like correct me if I'm offensive.
No, I'm gonna let
Okay,
you
all right. Yeah,
say what
just
you
let,
want.
just let me rock then. Fuck it, whatever. No, we are back. We are here. We have some things to talk about. Obviously, NBA Finals. Somebody's wanted for murder or attempted murder.
Attempted murder, which yeah, we'll get into it. But
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it then, because what were you about to say? Which what?
well, it was like this was a month ago. It's the same situation. Though when he fired shots at the guy,
Okay,
and then it was like no charges, nothing, and then for whatever reason, like there were news articles that were like Antonio Brown attempted or wanted for murder.
mm,
It's like that makes it sound like he killed somebody.
yeah, or like literally like tried to see.
Well, he fired a shot at somebody or a couple of shots at people, but at the time, for whatever reason, it was not as big of a deal as it should have been. And then now it's a big deal because somehow they have a case on him now and they didn't a month ago.
What's the other like thing you could get charged with? Just like not attempted murder, but just
Reckless endangerment.
discharging, like public discharge of a weapon. Like there's something like that.
Sure.
I don't know my fucking laws. I ain't a lawyer, so I don't know. But I know there's some, like, if anything, I feel like it'd be something like that. Like if there wasn't an altercation involved and he had just let shots off, it would have been something like that. But see,
I guess if it's specific, is it attempted murder? And if it's like you just desk popping like the Eagles fans.
see, okay, that's the thing. If it was an altercation and he shoots up to stop it, that's not. I don't know
different.
if you get charged with attempted murder. The problem is,
I don't think he did that.
if I'm correct, he fires once. Now, okay, and here's the thing. Before I even continue, I came on probably like you said, a month ago, and I said the cops said he's good. He was
Exactly.
in the video. He was getting his ass jumped. He let some shots off. Maybe it wasn't the smartest thing to do, but
It's
I'm not gonna
Florida,
sit here.
bloody fucking blah, whatever.
This isn't going on the crazy Antonio Brown example list. Like this is, if it is, it's at the bottom. It's at like the bottom.
Which, I mean, I guess throwing rocks at a moving truck or bricks or whatever he was
But
doing.
that's more like oh, like you got some issues than like
Who else did that?
You think of Michael Thomas with the brick?
Both. They both
Okay.
did it.
But I'm saying like that's more of like you got some problems going on compared to like you were getting jumped and then you like tried to retaliate. Kind of like a little different. Like,
Yeah.
okay, but I'm not justifying it.
No.
But what I'm saying is it is 2025 and you're at night late as shit getting jumped or there's an altercation. At this point, yeah, you're in Florida. I'd want to grab a gun first too.
Sure.
I'd want to be the first one with my hand on a trigger as well. So
But
I mean,
I think the way when you explained it, it felt like the way you explained it, it was more like sort of bang bang, like, oh, he got jumped, pulled a gun, fired shots. Instead, it was like he gets jumped, runs behind a car, grabs a gun, runs out. And
no,
then
he
bang,
he
bang,
runs behind it. From the video, it looks like he runs behind a person and grabs the gun from that person.
bang. Okay.
But the
Well,
thing is,
it was circling back around cars and then out of the whatever fucking area that was, and then down the street. I'm assuming the guys were running.
okay, can we explain a little bit better, because you're making it sound like this was no longer than like 5 to 10 seconds all together.
20.
We can pull. I mean, you want to pull the video? You want to pull the video up?
No, I watched it.
I mean, we could. Well, I'm saying it sounds like we're disagreeing. I would love to pull up the.
Well, no,
proof
I just thought it was all in the same.
It was a big swoop. I'm talking after the initial altercation. Once it got to, Antonio Brown ran to this guy and they started running off. I mean, he hit a pretty quick zig route. I mean, boom, and started letting them off. I mean, I'm saying it wasn't like he ran around a bunch of cars, chased them down the block, and then fired off shots. Like, it was a very.
Yeah,
it was all in the same
It was
frame.
still, he left the little area, ran down the street basically, and then fired shots.
They didn't run down the. Right,
it wasn't like he ran down the street, but he ran out of that area.
All right, well, don't fucking jump me, bitch. I mean, what are we talking about? I'm sorry. That's one.
But also, if you're Antonio Brown, you have security. Let them handle this, which wouldn't involve them running to go shoot them.
Okay, so, you say you have security, right? And then you're starting to get fucking jumped.
Yeah, that's fair. Take things into your own hands.
You're not gonna go,
and no one really helped him.
And if the guy that he took the gun from actually was, mind you, this is all speculation. If the guy he took the gun from was his security, that guy was on his hands and knees.
Fair.
The guy was on his hands and knees when he ran over. Like, he ran over, was like, bro, do I got to do everything? Like, and took it. I mean, so, I mean, when we're talking in terms of like crazy shit people do, this is like a D tier, especially when it's Antonio Brown.
For AB. I mean, if this was JJ Watt, we're going to be asking a few questions, but it's AB and he's going to fire some shots off.
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't even know, though. If I saw JJ Watt getting jumped and he grabbed a gun and was just fucking started letting it off, are we going to sit here and go, wow, that's like the most diabolical thing a human being could do?
No.
It's like, no, what the fuck are you thinking you could just get away with jumping people in 2025?
The entire situation is different because he didn't actually hit the guy. If he hit him, it's a completely different story. It's AB's a murderer.
Well, no, if he hits him and he survives, it's still fucking attempted murder. So
well,
he's getting attempted murder and he didn't even hit anybody.
If he blows his head off.
But see, the reason I don't find it, like, it's not odd to me that it took this long, because it probably could have been something where they took a month to gather more evidence and put some shit together, and it wasn't just because shit they probably had.
But it's just weird that the media attention, there's a lot more on the charge than there was the actual situation.
Yeah,
because it was about a week after it happened that I heard about it. And granted, I'm not super internet bing bonged, but
because here's the thing, it was something Antonio Brown did that was crazy. That was a little bit you could kind of justify.
Yeah.
So of course people weren't talking about it, but then boom, Antonio Brown charged with attempted murder. Yeah.
Well, it also made me think that it could have been a different scenario, just because of how little press coverage the actual shooting got.
And a lot of people would probably think that because they may have not seen the video, may have not heard of the original shooting.
Yeah.
But yeah, he this whole time. Now here's the thing. While I said it is like you could justify it, he shot at people running away.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're gonna get charged. You're gonna get convicted. You're fucked. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, because there's no more I mean, there's not really a threat on his life at that moment that he was shooting at them.
Yeah, unless you can prove. I mean, I know
Unless
I've
you can
heard.
prove they had a gun or something, but still they're running away.
I mean, I don't know how the AB money is looking. I know bro has filed for some shit, or I mean,
He's fine.
they say whatever in the media, but I mean, I'm sure lawyers can do a good job, but I don't know. I he's pretty much fucked. I'm not gonna and
I
not
can see
turning
him getting out of this thing.
and not turning himself in.
Oh, didn't turn himself in?
No, he's been posting like
Oh, yeah,
regularly
you're
on.
right. Yeah.
He's been posting like regularly on Instagram, like at the gym. Like the
Clocking.
cops aren't even really trying to get him. They're just you take your
Yeah,
time,
this
Antonio.
whole fucking thing is just weird.
It
Feels
is. This is
backwards.
weird. Is this like what it was like when like OJ?
Fuck no.
No, but it was like like they were just like what 40 miles an hour chasing him. Like, yeah, just take your
Yeah.
time. Just take your time, OJ.
Yeah, OJ,
Whenever
dude,
you want to pull over,
we
just
love you.
let us know. It's fine.
Dude, if OJ didn't kill his wife and that guy, he'd be the coolest man.
Yes.
OJ would be the shit.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, OJ would be fucking awesome. OJ was huge. Yeah, before he did that, he was in movies.
Yeah, he was a star.
He's a fucking star.
And then was a star in a whole other field
Yeah.
for other things. But no, Antonio Brown, I guess we'll have to just wait and see because bro ain't even in jail yet. So, yeah, if I was
He's
Antonio
been in
Brown,
jail.
but if I was Antonio Brown, I'd probably be taking my time too. I'm gonna go to the gym, go back home, get a nap, then go turn myself in. Maybe get some dinner. I'm not just going. Well, I haven't brushed my teeth yet. I'm gonna go to jail. It's gross.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? But the NBA Finals, Devin. 2-2. OKC ties it up. Game 4.
I'm really glad it's 2-2. I was getting scared we were going to see a 3-1 and then it's doomsday.
See, here's the thing though. If the Pacers went up 3-1, I feel like the chance of a comeback was a lot more high than the other way around. Like if OKC had been up 3-1, the rate I would have loved to see the ratings for Game 5.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's no. We're getting a good series. We're getting the best possible series we could have gotten out of this, at least to my expectations. I didn't think the series was going to be. I thought the series was going to be like 4-1.
I thought 4-0 or 4-1. It's 2-2 heading back to OKC. It can still get done in 6.
And that fucking inconsistent Tyrese Halliburton 22, 11, and 9 Game 3.
Yeah.
And then just an absolute shitter Game 4.
He had some good late layups.
Yeah. See, that's the thing though. It's like when you go like 3 fucking quarters scoring clawing to hit double digits in points, and then you start to guys, look, I'm the star. It's like
cook.
It's too fucking late.
Yeah.
I also I'm just really curious. Like if we want to go back like with 2020 vision, I wonder like where were these refs round 1, 2, and 3?
The entire regular season.
The entire regular season, but I'm super curious what this postseason would have looked like had these referees.
The postseason would be maybe what we wanted to have seen.
Maybe.
Honestly.
Because here's the thing. OKC, they're gonna be contenders for the next 5 years easy. Until people start leaving or moving.
Barring injury and people leaving and whatever.
We only got so many more times to see like a Steph Curry or LeBron in the finals.
That's what I'm saying. And this is the year. This was the year. This was like, oh, these fuckers are getting real old. Put one together one more time.
And maybe this is something that I don't know why people don't talk about this ever. I hate this shit. I hate this waiting till the championship to let them play.
It's not even let them play. It's like, it is let them play.
No, I'm saying it's the same thing like in the Super Bowl. It's like a lot more things they'll let, or in the playoffs or in the NFL, they let a lot more shit go and a lot more physicality. It's like, why not just officiate all the time like this.
Like, they already know it's
like the proper way.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is too. It's like, it is a visible example, and it's just obvious proof of the referees themselves going, well, to us the regular season just doesn't matter at all.
Yep.
So we're gonna call it how we want, but we're gonna actually let y'all play in the regular postseason.
But it's not even the postseason. It's like it's just the finals that they're calling actual fouls and letting everything else fucking slide. Like, anytime there's contact during the regular season or early in the playoffs, it was blow the fucking whistle. Now it's like, it wasn't enough contact to be a foul.
But we saw the Chiefs get absolutely we watched the Chiefs get their hands held all the way to the Super Bowl by the referees.
Yep.
And Super Bowl hit, them referees were
gone,
blind as bats.
Gone.
We don't care.
Mahomes takes them straight to the schnoz.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter how hard you hit Mahomes. Fuck it. We're gonna let y'all play.
Yep.
I can't. I don't like that. We're gonna let y'all play.
Yeah.
Let them play week 1.
Let them play, week to week. There would be more people watching the NBA because it wouldn't be 157 to 123.
No.
Every fucking week.
Yeah.
No one wants to see that shit. No one cares.
You have to worry about fouling out in the first fucking quarter.
But the problem is like the same thing's been happening for the past 10 years. I mean, it happened in like 2015, 2016 playoffs. It would the whole regular season, super duper high scoring games and whatever, and maybe that's down to player effort as well. And then you get to the finals, it's a fucking 89 to 91 point game.
No,
but it sucks that we have to wait an entire year to see a truly competitive basketball game.
Like waiting, like but that's something that, I mean, I don't know if, the NBA or NFL that like they have to address, and they need to tell referees I'm saying it's like you could easily say to the referees like, so how y'all like are this, like how like you guys are this lenient in Super Bowls, y'all need to be like this week 4 at 4:30.
Yep.
Okay.
Please.
That's all. That's it. That's all we want y'all to do. Yep. That's it. Like we need you to be like this Sunday Night Football in the fourth quarter on any week.
Yep.
We don't need a pass interference to decide every primetime game all year and then let them play in the Super Bowl. I mean, it's just it's ridiculous.
No, it definitely is. Maybe it's their way of I don't know, protecting players, which I just said that and that sounds completely jackassed. I don't know what it is because it doesn't create a better product. And the NFL is lucky because we're still going to watch the NFL regardless of how the games are called. The NBA is not that lucky.
No.
And honestly, there's not, like, the NBA got lucky with this series that it's not 4-0 right now. Because otherwise, if it went up 2-0, no one's watching Game 3 and 4. No one cares. I
mean, you let them start after New Year's and let them play the regular season, you got a great NBA product.
For sure.
But not letting them play to the finals, I can't stand that shit.
Like,
I do have a... What's
Minnesota versus the Thunder. It was...
ridiculous.
Left and right.
Absolutely ridiculous.
The whole game. And it was one way.
But that's the thing. It's like, I really wonder, would we have seen an Anthony Edwards? Would we have seen I mean, honestly, the Lakers didn't make out the first round, so I don't think they had a chance. Would we have seen a Warriors? Like,
we could have seen a Warriors. I mean, we could have seen the Nuggets for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's weird watching SGA.
Question. So Tyrese Halliburton, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hitting the Reggie Miller, back against the Knicks, like pointing at him, and then hitting it, on a 2.
On a 2. Now, if it was a 3, you would have missed the shot, so that's fine.
So why is that not corny?
And what is corny? Like, what are you comparing it to?
You
It is
know what
corny.
you know what I'm comparing it to. I'm comparing it to a person who maybe has emulated other players' actions or things they've said or done and gets absolutely obliterated online for it. And then Tyrese Halliburton, Mr. Quadruple Vocal Cords, gets to
Yeah.
just do and say whatever he wants and mock whoever, and it's not corny.
Well, it's kind of lit. All right.
It's kind of lit. It was kind of
No.
lit. Oh my
Granted.
god.
All right. It was super unexpected. It was in the moment. But at the same time, when it comes from someone like Halliburton, I know people, again, try to put him up there, but it is unexpected coming from him.
Oh, so like if you're more of an underdog.
Yes.
Oh, so
Yes. People don't like Jason Tatum because he's good.
Oh, I just want to hear you say it.
No, I mean it's the way it is. Like if you see Mahomes celebrate or do whatever, it's not cool. But if you see Gardner Minshew fucking
just about to
throw
say
a
Gardner
bomb
Minshew,
and
dude, our
then fucking
brains.
strut
Holy
the
shit.
entire way, it's cool.
Oh my god.
It's sick.
But I was the G was building up in my mouth. Like I mean,
that's the only, like Tyrese Halliburton's the Gardner Minshew.
No, he's not. Stop. No, he's not. No, he's fucking not. Bro, you went from calling him the Jimmy G of the NBA last week to the Gardner Minshew of the NBA.
Jimmy G's more accurate. That's fair.
No, it's not. He's not Jimmy G either. That is crazy. I mean,
like for Tatum, it comes with the territory. Now, granted, he goes out of his way to sound cool, and knows he's not cool. Well, he thinks he's cool. Actually, he doesn't know that he's not cool, and he wonders why people don't think he's cool. Halliburton's just a goofball. He's a little goofball who's never really going to be that good, so it really doesn't matter what he does. Like, this is his last finals appearance. Let's get things fucking real straight. This is the last time he'll be here. Let him fucking freak his tits out.
I guess. I was just curious. Like, why?
I know, but with all the shit Tatum's done, fucking using Kanye's lines, hugging the trophy, crying over it, texting Kobe,
winning an NBA Finals, fucking.
We did it. Like just all the fucking little bullshit, trying to be like I'm the face of the NBA. That's me. I'm the best.
He is.
He's not the face, but he's good.
He's the NBA's face.
Well, the NBA's got a shit dick face.
He's not the face of the NBA, but he's the NBA's face.
I don't even know what that means.
That means that if the NBA
should I quote Russell Westbrook? It's like, did you guys lose the game or did the Pacers win that game? Man.
Yeah, great Russell Westbrook impersonation. No, I'm saying.
Well, no, I can't say what he said.
No, you definitely. Yeah, no, you can't. So if the NBA could handpick their superstar or their face, it'd be Jason Tatum. But the face of the NBA isn't decided by the NBA; it's decided by the people.
Yes.
So that's what I mean. He's not the face of the NBA, but he's the NBA's face.
And
like in the WWE, they're gonna push somebody as who they want to be the face, the literal face.
Of course.
But then you're gonna have your people. You're gonna have the people. The guy that champ. People just shoot. The people's champ.
And Jason Tatum is not the people's champ.
Yeah, no.
And SGA was for about a week. That's gone.
SGA is like the 15-year-old's champ.
Like a 15-year-old hype beast.
No, but I'm thinking like, okay, think about like us. Like, think about our middle school era. It's like khaki joggers, elite socks, and KDs.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'm thinking like those guys are like trying to dress like, I don't know, like designer wear, but like also like a shy jersey.
Yes.
And they just love OKC. I mean,
that's a tough middle school look. Khakis in a Thunder jersey.
But I'm saying back in the day, you couldn't miss a motherfucker without some KDs and some elite socks on. Some KDs, elite socks, and some joggers. It's over.
For
Don't
real.
talk to me. 2014 called.
But
Um,
I swear to God, if I see anybody wearing Shy's Converses, brother,
oh, they're gonna be
thing looks like a
squeaking.
labia.
I promise you right now, Shy's shoes are going to be the most worn shoe in middle school history.
Fuck no.
I promise you.
KD's are top tier. Kyrie's, dude, bronze.
No, it's inflation. It's inflation.
Inflation?
It's
What the fuck does
inflation.
that mean?
It's inflation.
What does that have to do with anything?
More and more people. More and more people.
Shyflation?
Is it shyflation?
Dude.
I'm telling you, it's a thing. It's gonna happen, and it's Converse, so more people are gonna be like, "Ooh,
You have a shy erection.
me?
Yeah.
No, I'm just aware of the shy lovers.
Shy guys.
The shy guys are crazy. I mean, what are we talking about? Why are we pretending like the shy guys?
Well,
are...
I mean, I feel like he's going to lose a lot of hype because of.
He's about 2 wins away from gaining way more hype.
I know, but.
Now he's also 2 losses away from. Now that's when he will lose.
Losing it all.
If he loses it, then yeah, no. That's the thing. He's the aura god. If bro did all that post that regular season, yeah, here's my one line, and my guys are gonna hype me up in the back.
Shy's cornier. Shy's way cornier than fucking Halliburton. He's borderline Tatum level.
Borderline Tatum level. He literally has a pre-written verse for a pre-written bar for every post-game interview, every regular season game he played in.
Right. Bordering, yeah, they're getting
corny.
close.
If Tatum went out there modeling the way Shy was, people would be on his head.
True.
Shy can go out there and pose like a fucking.
If Tatum was like, man, we knew when we woke up, we was gonna need to win. I guess that's what Shy said tonight.
Was that a Shy?
I think so.
Shy quote?
It was close.
I knew when we woke up, we need. Yeah, see, I'm moving.
Or we knew that when we woke up this morning. And that's why we played so hard in the fourth quarter.
I got some questions. Very simple. It's just, will this player, obviously instead of this player, it's going to be a name of this player. And I'm going to ask you a question. Maybe it's a prompt. Could be simple as yes or no. Maybe it could stump you. Maybe you got to think about it. First things first. Will Patrick Mahomes ever win another MVP?
Fuck yeah.
I'm talking.
Hell yeah.
I'm talking landscape of the NFL. The amounts of talent at the quarterback position, and maybe, just maybe, not everybody expecting the next GOAT to have to be MVP level in his 40s or in his late 30s.
Yeah, he's not even 30 yet. Is he 30?
He's what? He's got to be borderline 28, 29.
29 probably.
But what I'm saying is, it's like okay. Like when you look at like a Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers, all of a sudden you're going to, well, yeah, of course Patrick Mahomes is going to be 38, 39 still winning MVPs. But I'm saying just after a few years of him not winning MVPs, and you see how it is straying away to the Lamars or the Josh Allens, it's, will it ever turn around full circle and get back to Patrick Mahomes? He's 29, turns 30 in September. I think it's a fair question.
I mean, it did for Brady. But when it comes to not comparing him, I think that it would be weird to expect the Chiefs to have a year like this every year going forward for the rest of his career that he's with the Chiefs, like to the point where they're really not playing good football and winning just about every game. There will be a point where this team turns around and becomes a good team again. Maybe they have to be bad for a little bit or whatever, but I think when Kelsey leaves, when Kelsey retires, I think something will change in the team where they'll have to, or Mahomes will sort of become a top quarterback.
That's the thing.
Again.
I mean, it will
an MVP level quarterback.
It will take a revamp, but if they do continue to just skate by and he doesn't have
not a
to do the
chance.
absolute most. But
Not
then
a
if you
chance.
look at Lamar, you look at Josh Allen. Obviously, if they're healthy, they're gonna be in front of him regardless. That really doesn't matter. And then if you look at I'm saying the scenery for the next 5 years, 5 to 10 years. I don't think Jaden Daniels is going anywhere. We don't know what CJ Stroud is going to look like. Everybody thinks Jordan Love is the next fucking Brett Rogers. I mean, if you're just looking at, there are younger guys who I think are going to be even more. Fuck, Joe Burrow is still. I mean, we just completely forget about Joe Burrow and what the fuck he can do numbers wise. I mean, it's just there are a lot of guys. There are a lot. Justin Herbert. Yeah, but if we're
Herbert's
throwing
a numbers god.
if
He
we're
just doesn't
throwing
have the
Herbert
wings to
out
back it
there,
up.
see that's the thing. If we're throwing Herbert out there, then yeah, Mahomes is winning another one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's gonna have 6 or anything crazy, but I honestly think it's gonna take him. It's gonna take the Chiefs not being in the Super Bowl every year for him to start winning MVPs.
Yeah, but I think it's just also people just we lived
Jalen
in
Hurts too.
we lived in this last decade plus of Peyton Manning's old ass winning MVP, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, or just the longevity of like LeBron. Like the big thing about the modern day GOATs is the longevity. And I mean, he could have that longevity without winning MVP.
LeBron hasn't won MVP since what? 13?
2012, 2013, or what?
Something like that? Yeah.
Well, 2012, that was KD, was it not?
Nah,
Or
KD was 14.
Okay, 14. Either way, I'm saying like, so if like, but like if you look at like careers or back half is, like if you look at the back nine of fucking of Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers, he's got those MVPs. He needed those. He needs those MVPs on that resume. No Super Bowls behind him. Tom Brady, you could take away what, his one?
Brady?
I'm saying in his back, what, his second?
2017, 24. No.
That's what I'm saying. I want to say it's.
Well, it was 2017 was his last.
Let me pull it up real quick. AP NFL. Yeah, so if we look at it, 2010, and then 2017.
Yeah.
You take away that 2017 one, doesn't affect his back half of his career at all.
Not at all.
So I mean,
He ended up losing the Super Bowl, but so did everyone since Kurt Warner.
There obviously could be a mix of he could do either or. The man could go and win 2 more Super Bowls at 35, 36 years old, and it wouldn't matter if he was in the MVP top 5.
No, and that's the thing. But or he could take sort of the arc of a Rodgers where they're not really there all the time, and he's slinging that bitch. And now Aaron, when Aaron was Aaron, it was, I think he had 4 picks one of those MVP years in 2020, and then 6 and 21 or something crazy. But yeah, I mean, he'll win one at some point if he doesn't die.
Okay. I was just wondering. Okay, next question. Let's see if I can word this right. Will Caleb Williams have more than 2 years, including this upcoming season, to still be able to have a chance to prove himself? In other words,
like not including the season or including the season?
So including the season this year and a year afterwards, will he have more or less time to prove himself worthy of being a starting quarterback in the NFL?
I think he has 2 years.
Okay, so
I don't think he has any more than 2 years.
As in, he shits the bed.
He has this year, which is the first year with a head coach, and unless this head coach gets fired, he has 1 more year, and that's it.
And if that's it, he fades away into just he's never seen again as a QB.
No, I mean he'll fade into backuppery or maybe drugs or.
Well, that's what I mean. But QB1 status, it's eliminated.
Yeah, I mean it would be like a Bryce Young type of bust. I mean if we're giving Bryce Young 3 full years, we can give Caleb 3 years.
But see, that's the thing. How many more years does Bryce have?
This is the last one.
Okay. So it's okay.
Yeah.
So if
Like
they,
no, if Bryce doesn't show anything remotely impressive this year, then no,
will Christian McCaffrey have 1,000 yards this year?
no. Rushing? No.
Yeah. No.
No.
Well, okay. So he had what, 250 like last year, something like
He
that.
played like 4 games.
But he had 1,400 the year before.
Rushing yards?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
because he was fucking healthy for a full year.
I mean, he's healthy right now. He's healthy in training camp.
We don't know that.
We do.
No, we thought that last year.
Ah.
They were like, he'll be ready week 1.
I'm pretty sure there was a dark eeriness around that the whole situation with Christian McCaffrey, and then it just got to a boiling point of like, all right, we're sending him to Germany.
No, they didn't send him to Germany until he got hurt the second time. Or maybe it was the first time. I don't know. But no, the first time it was tendonitis.
Before the week, it's been tendonitis this whole time. But I'm saying before week 1, it was definitely like it was addressed.
Yeah, but it wasn't like, he's going to be out for 10 weeks. It was like
calf strain.
He could miss week 1, week 2. Instead, it was like, no, this is actually like really serious, and we lied, so he'll be back week 10.
Yeah, it was like what that first. It was like, he just has a calf strain, and he'll be okay. And
yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. Full healthy, he'll probably like full health, full strength. I think he'll rush for more than 1,000, but
yeah,
I don't see him being full health, full strength the whole year.
Full health, full strength.
On a worse Niners team than 2 years ago.
I got a 49ers that are nowhere near as good as they were 2 years ago, having to absolutely slug it out with at least the Rams for the NFC West spot. Brock Purdy.
And a Brock Purdy who has nothing to fight for anymore.
See, that's the thing, though. He got paid, though.
That chip on that shoulder is gone.
But that honestly gives way more room for him to just literally hand the ball off to Christian McCaffrey and make so much money.
That's true.
So, yeah, I'll have to go 1,000 over for sure. I mean, if it's health.
Nah, if he's fully healthy, yeah.
Yeah, health not being a problem.
But he's an all-purpose yard demon.
Okay. How about this? Will Trevor Lawrence ever have another winning season as a Jacksonville Jaguar?
Great question. Yes.
Is there a window?
2 years.
So you think 2 years from now he's able to at least crunch out, squeeze
I
out
don't know.
9 wins?
That's so weird because it's like the AFC South is so bad that he could do it this year and still lose the division.
But they're also so bad that you might only need to be 9-8 to win that division.
Yes.
Which I mean, like, which means they have 4 or 5 wins at best.
Yeah.
If Houston's winning 9 or 10 games.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Jacksonville doing?
I don't know. Jacksonville's weird because they really want to hold on to. They have some of the worst ownership in all of football. But they really want to hold on to Trevor. They gave him a shit dick ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to give him a good team. They don't want to give him real pieces.
Well, their pieces are just always dog shit.
Well, it's dull.
I mean, if we look at, I'm not even gonna pull up their history, but
Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley, Travis Etienne.
I mean, like we're looking at
win 15 games. It's like no.
I mean, the only credit is what, like the Brian Thomas pick. Is that the only?
But it's a waste.
They can get for that. It's a waste for his career if he wanted to be a winner in the NFL. But it's gonna be the Travis Hunter show for the next
2
years, 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Travis show.
Depending on how good or poorly this year goes, it could be like Shador's college years where it's like first 4 weeks, holy shit, MVP race, and then it's like, oh well, never mind, this guy sucks.
But like, I'm gonna tell you how crazy the media is, and I wish we could. I hope we can like timestamp this and come back to this a couple months from now. It's gonna be. This is how like this is the importance of winning versus like Tyler. The importance of winning versus like Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, if he has one game where he has one catch as well as like one deflection, that's gonna be more viral and more important than
By far.
Jacksonville coming close to winning a single game next year.
Jackson, like, and that's what sucks is like you have a potential top quarterback in the NFL and wins matter for him, and then instead, yeah, you're definitely right. We're only going to focus on whatever the fuck Travis Hunter does. So yeah, if they lose 38-12,
Travis Hunter has,
what Trav do? Yeah,
if he has an offensive and defensive highlight, and it doesn't have to be something crazy.
It doesn't even have to be 100 yards receiving and then fucking strapping down.
It'll be one deflection, one catch, and it's gonna be like, look at Travis Hunter doing it on both sides.
Doing it on both
Swiss Army
sides.
Knife. Like that's what it's gonna be.
Demon. And then it's gonna be him getting cooked for an 80-yard touchdown. Because he's in the fourth quarter and he's just played 197 minutes.
Will Justin Fields have a better season next year than Russell Wilson?
Yes. They're going to pull Russ the second he plays bad. Justin's all the Jets got. So, I mean, you have Jackson Dart creeping down his back, who shows more potential than a lot of these rookies. So,
who is the Jets' backup?
Who cares?
Is there anybody even like?
There's no one breathing down his neck. I think Justin Fields is going to get a full season.
Is there any pressure on Justin Fields?
Skylar Thompson,
Tyrod Taylor.
He'll never start unless Justin Fields gets hurt. I mean, Justin's going to be able to play a full season. There's no way Russ is playing a full season.
It's crazy how like Tyrod Taylor is. Tyrod Taylor is like the anti-starting QB.
Tyrod Taylor is like if James Harden never got his own team.
Tyrod Taylor is like the gem.
But not really.
He is the gem.
He's a Lou Williams.
But Tyrod Taylor is the gem for any wannabe starting quarterback. Like if you are a quarterback and the quarterback that you're competing with is Tyrod Taylor, you are 1,000% going to be the starting quarterback. It's like a universal law that if Tyrod Taylor is on your team, he is not going to be your starter.
Did he not play a full season with the Bills at some point?
You know what? Maybe he did, but like, we can pretend like that was a fever dream.
I think it was just one.
We could pretend like that didn't happen. But
he had a full year with the Chargers too, I think.
You know, a broken clock is right twice a day. Here's the thing. Either way, it seems like no matter how many chances, opportunities Tyrod Taylor has gotten, things just don't really end up going his way. And, you know, most infamous one would be, you know, the needle in the fucking lung. I'm a starting quarterback. Oh, psych, doctor missed.
Psych, we almost killed you.
So
we'll see you in about 6 to 8 weeks, and yeah, your job's gone.
Shout out to the San Diego doctors.
Yeah, now I mean, granted, Tyrod gets to be a backup quarterback, but yeah, I would imagine, and he does want to be a starting quarterback in the league, but now he's at backup age.
Oh, I'm not clowning Tyrod Taylor. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
It's just how,
he entered the league as a backup, and he has remained one ever since.
He's been a great lifelong backup.
For sure.
But he's a lifelong backup.
But there's also a sort of benefit to that. It's like you don't really get shit on. You don't really have full responsibility of a team ever. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like if you come in you get all the credit for good and none of the backlash for anything bad.
Like Tyrod's probably one of the most respected quarterbacks in the league. I don't think there's Tyrod haters. There can't be. He hasn't started long enough. No franchise is like, fuck that fucking guy. He did nothing for us. No, he was there when everyone got hurt.
Yeah, he was when everybody else wasn't available.
When Daniel Jones and whoever else got hurt, he was there. When Tommy DeVito and Daniel Jones got hurt, guess who's there? A Super Bowl champion.
Double fucking T. And finally, will Saquon Barkley run for 2,000 yards again?
Did I even answer the question? What was the question?
You said Justin Fields will have a better year than Russell Wilson.
I don't know how we got the Tyrod.
Will Saquon Barkley run for 2,000 yards again?
No. No, it's an anomaly of a year, and not to say that Saquon won't rush for a ton of yards, but don't think there's anybody who's ran for 2,000 yards twice. Maybe Eric did it, but I don't think so.
Saquon not running for 2,000 yards.
2,000 is a year where everything has to go your way. You have to have a couple 200-plus yard games. You have to do this and do that.
Bro, but
granted, there is an extra game, but
that he didn't play in.
It's true, but
Devin, he didn't play in it. He averaged 125 yards a game.
And it is possible to do again, but like I said, no one's done it twice.
Like, if we look at the Giants, like 45 yards a game, 82 yards a game, 68 yards a game, comes to Philly 125 yards a game. Almost 6 yards a carry. Okay, then fuck it. Let me call my shot then. Saquon Barkley first to have 2,000
yards.
What is the list? I mean, there's only like 8 guys, right?
Saquon, Henry, AP, CJ2K, Eric Dickerson, Terrell Davis, OJ.
You said way more than 8 people.
No, that's 7.
OJ, Eric Dickerson, Barry, TD, Jamal Lewis, Chris Johnson, AP, Derrick Henry, Saquon.
Who else did I say?
I think you said everybody. I think you said everybody except Jamal. Okay, see, but
Barry. I forgot about Barry.
Derek's not gonna get it just because of how much Lamar, and I mean, it's just
Derek's never gonna touch that ever again, and he's what, older?
A little bit older. I mean, he's gonna put up some shit, but
of course. But
I think if there's anybody on that list, it's Saquon Barkley. It's Saquon Barkley, and why would you not double down on what got you a fucking Super Bowl ring?
He's the most talented running back the Eagles have ever had. And they've always had one of the best O-lines in the league, at least over the past, 10 years.
And if you don't think they're not going to double down on making Saquon the absolute star that he is,
they could.
I don't know. I think he might be tripping. I think he might do it.
Or this is the time to make a push for Jalen Hurts and start throwing that bitch.
No, tush push wasn't banned, buddy.
I know, but do you think Saquon would have more yards if the tush push was banned? Or would he just get hurt? Now, I mean, that's always a possibility with Saquon. He could get hurt.
I think. See, it's a weird question because it's like, okay, would the extra, let's say they ran it 45 times or however many times, with those extra 45 carries, they could have negatively affected him. I don't think enough to drag him like under the 2,000 yards he had net. I don't think it's
I'm saying, could he have more?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, say he broke off a few of those, or maybe more touchdowns, more goal line touches, things like that.
Possibly. But then you got your -2 yard stuffs, and I think a lot of those as well would probably factor in. So I mean,
you think if Saquon does it again, he wins MVP?
If Saquon, no.
I think it'd have to be a bad quarterback year, and honestly, it kind of was a bad quarterback year numbers wise. So if he were to win it, it would have been last year.
I don't know about bad numbers for quarterbacks, but
Relatively speaking.
Saquon Barkley, the only reason that, like, because they wouldn't care, they wouldn't go, what he did last year and this year, he deserves
Yeah.
MVP.
No, for sure.
They pulled the sympathy card for Josh Allen, but it wasn't like Josh Allen didn't win it last year, so he deserves to win it this year. If anything, it was Lamar won it last year, so he doesn't deserve to win it this year. However the fuck that works.
And it was literally pushed from week one. It's like, wow, look at this MVP level performance from Josh Allen.
Yeah,
That's the only word they said next to his name.
Yeah,
That
I mean, since week one, it was like, will he win MVP? And then everybody went, well, I mean, maybe.
Probably.
And then
if we're talking about it week one, it probably means he's going to win if he has a good enough year.
And then they came out with that really pretty list of like the best player in every position. And then everybody went, well, no, he's not winning MVP because that's not how life works.
They said, well, because his team was so shit dick.
And somebody had the audacity to give Lamar Jackson last fucking place.
Mm-hmm.
Like whoever I forgot who that was, but he needs to be fired or taken off of that
immediately.
Off of that panel. I don't know what the fuck that is. That is absolutely ridiculous. I'd rather let a crackhead on the street who's hasn't watched football since Dan Marino played vote the MVP for
Baltimore crackheads love Lamar. They ride for Lamar.
Whoever, I don't care, but whoever, I can't even remember who it was, but fuck him. Okay. Something I'm a little confused about. Russell Westbrook declines his player option.
Also, had a $50 million a year contract for the Euro League or whatever the fuck it's called.
What are you talking about?
They offered him $150 over 3 years. The Euro Basketball League or something.
Yeah, fuck that.
Like last week.
We're staying in the NBA.
Yeah, but no. Decline the player option. Do you think he wants to be a starter again? I do.
I think a lot of teams are going to be reaching out for him to play a very similar role that he did in Denver. And the reason I think that is because I believe Denver may still be on the table for him. Like if anything, it's a player option, and I'm Russell Westbrook, so I'm gonna go test the water and see what people want. People see how people feel about me, and if I know I have that cushion to fall back on and go back to Denver and re-sign for another vet minimum, I'll do that. I will say I got some teams that I like, and then I just got some absolute. I got some big old fuck nos. So some teams I like, some teams that I've been seeing floating around. I saw Miami, who's in a clear need of just point guards or just someone to take whatever pressure is going to be put on Tyler Hero.
Also leadership.
Well, yeah, leadership would obviously be a big role in that. But that's the thing. It's also how much of a role are we asking Russell Westbrook to play? I'm looking at you're taking some pressure you're taking some of the workload off of Tyler Hero, but you can
honestly, if he was in Miami, he'd be playing 30-plus minutes a game.
He would be playing a lot.
Yeah.
He would be playing a lot.
Barring the fact that they wouldn't be doing anything else. Also, sorry, sidebar. Malik Beasley says that Bam is one of the best. Michael Beasley or Malik Beasley? Michael Beasley says that Bam is one of the best one-on-one players ever and is a point guard living in a center's body.
Yeah, I really wish he would show that on the court sometimes.
That'd be nice if, they're like, oh, give him 5 to 10 more shots a game, he'll be averaging 30 easy. It's like, he takes a lot of shots sometimes.
It's like, no, Bam needs to develop a fucking pull-up jumper, and
because he can't shoot for dick, and he also really can't play defense in the paint against a 7-footer.
He's not Dwight Howard. He's not banging with It's not happening. He's not. But the thing is, it's like you add Russell Westbrook to that mix. There's good and bad with that.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that going really bad. Honestly, from a non-basketball perspective, in terms of Pat Riley and shit. But, I mean, basketball-wise, it wouldn't be horrible. I mean, it would probably feel similar to Washington,
Maybe.
where it's like, we know this team's really not going to do anything, but maybe.
A fuck no that I have. A
Mm.
fuck no, Devin. That I saw floating around the Minnesota Timberwolves.
That was the team that came to my mind as a fuck no. Don't put them in there.
What's up?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So okay, big old problem with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, yes, Anthony Edwards and Russell Westbrook, the explosiveness would be insane. It'd be okay. The Minnesota Timberwolves had the worst shooting performance in playoff history.
Mhm.
The worst.
I mean, that's coming after Ant led the league in 3-pointers.
So adding Russell Westbrook, and mind you, Russell Westbrook is my favorite player of all time. I'm the last person to ever throw any slander on the man's name.
Yeah.
But if we're just talking about play style, that is not the person to add to that team.
They yucked that bitch up.
That's not
I
not
think
the person to add to that team.
I think they were shooting in like the 50s.
If
when
they
it
want to
came
go in a
three-pointers.
completely like different conservative direction, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring
If
Russ
you're gonna
on
play a little
board.
bit of small ball out there,
But I
well,
don't think that's gonna
not
happen.
small ball, but they're not gonna go play old style basketball. They're gonna go play shoot that bitch.
One thing I do love about Russ is watching what he can come up with bigs, with
Sure.
centers. And there would just be nothing like a an absolute phenomenal Russ to Victor Wembanyama connection.
I was just say Russ to Embiid.
Fuck, absolutely not. He better not touch a goddamn Sixers jersey.
Really?
Fuck no.
See, but all right.
Fuck
I mean,
no.
Chris Paul is out. Is he gonna retire? I don't know what he's doing.
Chris Paul, I don't care. He's gonna be
That's fair.
41. If he wants to play, he can play. There's room for Russell Westbrook.
I agree. I
Um,
feel like the Spurs are gonna be gunning for a bigger name, gunning for something more. I think they're gonna make a big move on KD. You can
Sure, but okay, but I feel like we're discussing two different types of roles here. Like, are you talking in the terms of like Russ coming in as a full-time starter and is going to be like I'm looking at De'Aaron Fox being the starting point guard for the Spurs,
forgot about De'Aaron Fox.
and then Russ coming off of the bench.
Forgot about bro.
Like that's what I'm thinking.
That's okay.
Like
Then
if there's a big name that they're going after, they can still go after it.
not KD.
It's too
They
grown.
can't play together again.
It's two grown men. If they honestly, if they're
Are
not
they grown men?
if they're not over that shit,
Those are two bitter boys, bro.
no. I think I think if anything, those are two people who really like in the moment might give a fuck, but then in reality don't give a fuck. Because those are two people who live very different lives outside of basketball in terms of they don't surround their personal lives around their basketball like personality or like drama in the basketball world.
KD might.
No, like KD definitely will yap on Twitter like when he's bored, but I'm saying like he's at home smoking like playing playing like 2K and like open up Twitter like, oh well, fuck you, Monica, I'm top 5 like.
For real, yeah.
But like I'm saying, like I don't think he's looking in the mirror like man.
I can never play with Russ again.
Fuck Russ. Like no, like
I would just imagine it more the other way, but
I don't know why Russell Westbrook went on to average a triple double 4 different seasons and win an MVP.
It is 10 years removed.
And Kevin Durant went to win championships and decided to not go back to the team that he won championships with because of a teammate on that team who did a lot more who did a lot worse to that man's ego than Russell Westbrook ever did.
For sure.
So I mean,
Miles.
I think he could get over. I think they could get over it, but I don't care. I'm not worried about the KD connection because I don't know where the fuck KD is gonna go. We've talked about that 10 times. We know he's gonna get traded. We know he's gonna go somewhere. I don't know where.
The Suns have they have to be one of the dumbest organizations.
The
They're
Suns.
like, oh, we'll fix the team. Let's bring in Bradley Beal, and they're like, oh, this is fucked.
The Suns
Get
have
rid of our
fumbled.
best player.
They have fumbled so many bags. They've like. I do wonder what it would have been like right now. Like what would have been like Chris Paul, Booker, and KD?
Probably not that bad.
That would have been something.
It would have been a playoff team.
Would have been interesting.
Well, and that was the thing. It was like they don't have a point guard to spread the love. They have 3 guys who want the ball a lot.
Well, the problem was, and I mean, I was kind of on the same boat. It was like, well, I guess we're just gonna make Books point guard, and that obviously just isn't that's not the way to go.
A motherfucker who can drop 72 should not be trying to average 10 assists.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. Honestly, if I'm Devin Booker, if I'm Phoenix, I don't care if he doesn't get a single assist.
KD to the Pacers.
You're Devin Booker. Get a bucket. A team that I keep seeing for Russell Westbrook. That is a big old fuck no for me, Devin. It's OKC.
Don't even bring him anywhere near that place.
Everybody's discussing, how great would it be if it full circle and came around? No. Now, mind you,
if he's going to retire, sure, sign him on a 1 day.
Now, I may be maybe not as on the side of you where it's like maybe he's trying to go be a starter, but I do think he's trying to go play, and I do think going to OKC would just be full on retirement tour mode.
Yeah, that's end of the bench. You'll get in that's like Vince Carter.
Yeah,
level 40-year-old shit. I
just don't think that's his plan.
No, I mean, I think he'll be looking for the amount of involvement that he had this year.
At the least.
Yeah, because
at the very least.
That's a finals winning team.
Orlando needs a point guard, so if we're going to talk about a starting role, I wouldn't mind that. I mean, they're not going on
running youngins over there.
I don't see some deep playoff run, but like if I can, I mean, I'm down here in Florida. I get a lot of Orlando games, so just regular TV. So I wouldn't. Same when I was in Maryland and I got to watch every single Wizards game, and that was the only year I got to watch all Russ. I'll take him coming over to Orlando. That's more of just a personal thing. Team, another fuck no. Milwaukee Bucks. Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely fucking no. Because it's more of a situation where he's going to come in and try to fill in some type of void while Dame is still recovering.
Yeah.
And then Dame comes back, and then they have to figure out a way. Like, okay, maybe it's just me. Obviously, we're not NBA players, and maybe we're not. Wait a second. We couldn't fathom adjusting to play style. But would it not just be a completely I feel like the biggest way to fuck up a team's chemistry or flow would be
to change your head coach midseason.
That, but also it would be having to adjust to Damian Lillard's play style to Russell Westbrook's play style and then back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, that is a crazy mix. It's like you would have to sub in all 5 guys at that point, or leave Giannis, but everybody else, we got a whole different game plan for y'all. It's like it would be too much.
Do you think you could have Russ bring the ball up? Dame plays too?
No. I think with them we're falling into like a KD situation where Dame's not getting the ball enough.
True.
And
well, I mean, I don't think Russ and Giannis would be that bad. Giannis would be getting the ball a lot more, which he was not when Dame's there, because Dame wants to shoot like a motherfucker. But Giannis plays best when he's getting that ball, because it's all he can do.
It's a shooter's league, though. Like Giannis and Russ
that's still a center's league. Still a power forward league a little bit.
But Giannis, but I'm saying Giannis.
Look at the past fucking 5 MVPs before this year.
MVPs, and then or you could look at champions, and the leaders on those teams. I feel like that'd be more important than just an MVP. Like, is it really Joel and is it Joel's league?
No, but Jokic. Then it was Tatum, Steph, but before that, Giannis and Brown.
Giannis, LeBron, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry.
Well, you forgot about Kawhi because everyone fucking does.
Everybody forgets.
Because no one gives a shit about the 2019 Raptors.
But either way, Russ and Giannis.
Also, fuck Canada.
Whoa, why?
Because.
What Canada do to us?
No, but why are we out here fucking supporting the Toronto Raptors like that? Fuck you.
I mean, are we support? I mean, I don't think we're. What do you mean?
No, like the people who hype up Kawhi.
Oh yeah, but I don't think
like people enjoyed the Raptors run.
I don't think they're like.
I did not.
I don't think patriotism gets in the way of accepting that he won a championship with the Raptors.
Hell yeah, it does. The fact that SGA is Canadian gets in the way a little bit. No. It already did for you. You heard his dad speak, and you're like, oh, fuck no.
No, because his dad was like, are you nuts?
Are you nuts?
He was.
What are you, nuts, bud?
When I heard that, I was like, oh, Jesus, what are we doing here?
Yeah. Are you nuts? My Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's the best player in the world.
Yeah, he's the best player in the world, according to his dad.
Yeah, according to the fucking people who vote in the NBA. And guess what? They're wrong.
Milwaukee, big no. I do see a very big potential return to Denver. Like, I do think this could just be a big move to just test the waters, see what's going on. But I think he could eventually just end up back in Denver, which I kind of want. I didn't want him to leave Denver.
I thought they were building something decent. But
I didn't want him to leave Denver. I
think Denver liked him.
I think they did. He had an off postseason. He also just had surgery on his hand that was broken all postseason. So I mean,
or he's going to the EuroLeague for $50 million a year.
I mean, that is a lot of fucking.
Think about that, $50 million a year.
But can you let your ego and not let the Instagram memes affect you from making your bread in the EuroLeague? I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know, Devin. I think.
I mean, it's better than the Guangdong Tigers, but
I think you take $47 million.
P-Bev's out there hooping in Israel right now.
Okay, but like, did Patrick Bev? I guess that was his choice. Sure. I mean, I guess we can sit here and pretend like that was up there.
P-Bev is just Draymond without championships. If P-Bev ever won a championship, we'd never hear the fucking end of it.
No. Patrick Beverley doesn't play basketball in America because there's 619-year-olds who are better than him right now.
Of course.
Like, that's why he's not playing in America. He didn't go, what would be best? What would be best?
What would be better for my career path?
I need a big change of scenery.
Playing against Jewish people.
Is that
in Israel? Maybe. I think he played in Israel.
Is that? Oh, okay. I thought you were just being super offensive, but literally.
No. Literally playing basketball in Israel.
Okay, sure. Okay, yeah. I'll let you rock out with that one.
I didn't. They practice Judaism.
Denver.
So do a lot of people, Mikey.
I could see the return of Denver. And then the final team that I'm kind of on the fence about is the Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie obviously going to be recovering from the ACL tear. He'll be out there.
I don't like it. Don't put him in that situation.
See, okay, here's the thing, though. I think if you put him in that situation, horrible. I think this would be a situation where blame wouldn't be placed on him.
No, but even if things went well.
But either way, no matter how bad they do, it's going to be fuck Nico. And no matter how well they do, it's going to be like, well, you didn't.
Fuck Nico.
Fuck you, Nico. You didn't predict this. You didn't know this was going to happen.
Yeah.
So, it's either way, it's going to be fuck you to them or to him. So I don't know. I think. I
did forget they're going to have Coop.
Yeah, Cooper would be interesting.
Because the NBA is rigged.
He does already have a connection with Daniel Gafford. I mean, he's out. He obviously will have the potential to be able to cook with AD. I mean, there's something there. I like it
Sure.
more than a move to filling in any role for Dame in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But I honestly have no clue. Like, I didn't even think he was gonna opt out, so I have no clue what his plans are.
True.
He might be fully set on going to a brand new team, and all this bullshit about going back to Denver could be all smoke and mirrors. But I think the best. I think Denver is probably the most likely place he lands.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. Maybe it's just a contractual issue as to why he didn't, as to why he declined the player option. But, or I don't know how any of that works. I don't even know if what I said makes sense. Decline the player option?
He declined his player option, so I mean, it's
It could just be reworking a contract.
It easily could be that.
So all of this could be a big bunch of bullshit.
But we won't know until, I believe, the window June 30th is when the free agency window opens.
Maybe.
So we got another 16 days.
But no, my NBA brain's a little rattled because, I mean, by the time the fourth quarter hit of that basketball game, it was like, oh shit, Pacers are going to be NBA champions, and it didn't sit well with me at all. Like I can live with the fact that the Thunder were good all year and did it, and then it would just make me hate everybody in the NBA if the Pacers fucking 4-1 the Thunder.
You know, here's the thing though, whether it was
like, how do you let that slide?
4-1 OKC would have been boring because it was expected.
Yes.
Indiana 4-1 would have been at least a little more exciting because it's Indiana winning 4-1.
Yeah, and then for the next year, it's going to be, or no, for the next month, it'll be, oh wow, fucking, are they going to do it again? Do you think they can have the magical run like that again? And then we're going to go right back to talking about the people we care about. And the same thing's going to happen if they lose. Right after the finals, can they get back? Fuck no. And then it's, what's LeBron doing? What's KD doing? What's Steph doing? What's actually happening in the NBA that we care about?
That shit. People are already talking about what's Bron doing, what's KD doing, and neither of them.
I know, we're talking about off-season news during the finals.
We are actually discussing off-season news
because there's no legacy talk right now when it comes to the finals. There's no impact. Whoever wins this series, who cares?
Well, that's because whoever wins this series, this is a very early notch on their legacy.
I know, but what's cool about the NBA is like when the Heat go and beat the Spurs. Spurs are a team who have done it before. Or when, like, you're sort of taking over the next level, the next stage of the NBA by beating the team to beat. Instead, the Thunder are going to sneak out of the finals win against the Pacers. And then it doesn't mean shit.
I guess. I mean, it all depends. Like, we don't know. If they're back in the same situation next year and they're all of a sudden OKC has a chance to repeat. No, I mean, then it's more legendary than it was times 10. So I don't know. I mean, it's the problem is at the end of the day, it's just not what we wanted.
No.
That's all it is.
Now, it's definitely not as bad as it could have been. It's really not good, though.
We had a chance to see people who are already legendary and already at a legendary status add more to their resume. And we were more inclined to wanting to see that than the younger guys starting their legendary, resume. Which,
but every time we think they're going to, like, the Celtics are going to start their legendary run, or the Bucks are going to go crazy, or the Nuggets are going to repeat, or whatever the fuck we think is going to happen.
Giannis was supposed to take over. Yep. Colin Cowherd told LeBron that we were good.
We were good. Ben Simmons is here.
Fucking what? I mean, obviously Jokic was supposed to be unstoppable until he was stopped. Joel fucking Embiid. I mean, it was Kawhi was the king of LA for an off season. He was the king of LA for an off season.
Who?
Kawhi.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just I don't know what I want from the NBA. To be honest with you, I really don't. I have no clue.
Not this.
I don't know what's gonna make NBA fans happy, including me.
I
Okay.
mean, I don't think NBA. There's NBA fans who are loving what's happening, but I'm a casual, so I want to see cool shit. This
I'll,
isn't cool.
I'll say it again. AFC North road to Super Bowl. Probably doing next episode.
Push.
Probably not the next episode. But before the Jeopardy, we have a ranking, we have a low rank, we have a top 5. I want to know who you think will be, not right now, not whatever, just who will be when we look back on the next season coming up in the NFL. Who will be the top 5 best QB wide receiver duos? The reason I'm asking this, I saw something like, I don't know, a conversation about the Marvin Harrison Jr. Kyler Murray duo, and I was like, fuck that. We need.
I mean, that's cool. Hopefully, it's better than it was. But when we're talking rankings,
top 5,
that's
top
like Siakam
5?
and Halliburton.
To be honest with you, it's really who's top 4 or who's top 2 to 5. I think number 1's obvious, right? I mean, it's kind of
yeah.
Who do you or who are we thinking about the same?
No, number 1's obvious.
It's
Burrow, Chase.
Okay. It's obviously Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase. That's the clear number 1. Now I was kind of disagreeing with this list, and to be honest with you, I can't remember if it was CBS or ESPN or whoever. They had their own list of. It could have been even Pro Football Focus. I don't remember, but their list went Burrow, Chase, Hurts, AJ Brown, CJ, Nico.
Nope.
JD and Terry, Baker and Mike Evans. That's a wild top 5 QB wide receiver duo list. We're leaving. That means
I get that Josh Allen and Lamar don't have the best receivers.
Oh, they're not. I mean, they're not in top 5. I think there's other connections though
that's fair.
Okay, off rip, CJ and Nico are not in my top 5, and they will not be a top 5 duo after next season. I'm sorry, that's just not gonna happen. Okay, Baker and Mike Evans. It's possible. You said borderline. I'm thinking it's borderline. I think that's the same with like JD and Terry. Like I think you could push.
What about Stafford, Devontae?
That's the first question. Is it Stafford to Devontae or Stafford to Puka?
To Puka.
That's the first fucking thing. Is it Stafford to?
I mean, are we throwing? I mean, T. Higgins won't.
Oh no, yeah. I'm not looking at bro to T. Higgins,
but
it's
might
like
be the word. I don't know.
So it's like, are we? So we're throwing out Goff and St. Brown.
Apparently,
that duo is just trash.
And I mean, even the AJ Hurts connection isn't 2. Was it 2?
It was 2.
No, it's not 2.
It was 2, and I'm sorry. Like I get it, Super Bowl champions, but y'all had a 2,000-yard fucking rusher. Like there was
the only time they had to pop out was the Super Bowl.
So. There was no top 2. No, there was no top 2 wide receiver quarterback duo going on there. And I mean, if we look at
who the fuck does Herbert have? Did they get a receiver?
Lad McConkey.
Never mind.
Are they top 5?
No.
Are they top 5? I mean, 1,079 yards in 13 games from AJ Brown last season. It's cool. Is it top 5? Is it top 5?
2? Fuck no. It might be top 5. But...
Is it top 2? Absolutely not. So let's get What's up?
T-Law and Travis Hunter?
Absolutely not. Okay, let's get the absolutely nots out of here. I think CJ and Nico are not making my top 5. Not making this top 5. No. They threw now. Okay, here's the thing. It's on here just because of how good the man is and what could be anything can be possible.
Malik Neighbors?
No.
Oh.
But I don't think Justin Jefferson is bringing JJ into the top 5.
Shit, he damn near brought Sam Darnold that high. So
Maybe, but
it's definitely not now, but we could be saying that.
But like, there's definitely got to be a proportionate amount of like production in this
exactly.
duo.
Like
if it's 90,
Lamar
10,
and anybody is the reason that Lamar is not top 5. Lamar and Josh is the reason that they're not top 5. So
absolutely,
there has to be like a Baker Mike where you're getting it from both sides.
If it's a 90-10 split, and it's 90% of the work is Justin Jefferson, yeah, no, I can't put that in there. The same way, it's like what
about Dak and CD? Borderline.
Man, I don't know. If Dak's healthy, it's definitely an option.
Aaron DK?
I have that on here. I'm not gonna lie. I think I have to just immediately say no. I can't expect them to come in first year together and them to just jump over all these duos and be a top 5 quarterback wide receiver duo. Also,
I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of slim pickings in terms of like what we know.
But like, call me crazy, but DK doesn't seem like the typical like wide receiver that Aaron Rodgers likes. Nothing to take from how good DK is, but like, I don't know.
When you look at Jordy Nelson or Devontae
or Randall Cobb, it's like, he wants someone who's going to like okay. At the end of the day, he's a fucking wide receiver in the NFL.
And it's Aaron. Aaron can throw to literally anybody.
But it's the level of separation between, or the difference in separation of a DK and a Devontae.
Yeah.
Look, I get it. Yeah, DK's fast. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But when it comes to route running, I don't think there's anybody better than Devontae Adams. So,
Jettis.
Okay. So you want to name the other 2 best? Does Aaron Rodgers get the pleasure to throw to either of them next year?
No,
he has to throw to DK, who he's a tremendous athlete. He's gonna go up and get it. He's gonna be able to get open. But as much as Devontae,
no,
I don't know. I don't know. That's why
especially without a
pick
1A or 1A, 1B or 1-2, it's just DK out there. Yeah. DK and Pat Freiermuth.
Yeah, so I don't know if I can put that top 5. Now, I think okay. I think Hurts and AJ definitely make it.
Yep.
Right? I don't know. I'm kind of this is honestly a little tricky. So Burrow, Chase, number 1.
Cement.
A-Rod and DK, I'm gonna throw them out. JJ, throw them out. Same way Lamar and Josh Allen, Mahomes and fucking Rashee Rice, y'all are out of here. Herbert to Ladd, y'all are out of here. Tua, Tyreek Hill.
I do want Goff in there.
Okay, Tua to Hill might not even be a duo next year. Throwing that out the window. Goff and St. Brown. Okay, we can talk about it. Dak and CD. Here's my thing though. Because we can't decide one for Matt, I almost feel like that's why they shouldn't make it. Because neither of them are going to be okay. Well, like the reason
I think we know CD is going to be 1.
No, I'm talking Stafford.
No, I know, like CD and Pickens.
Yeah,
it's not going to be the amount of separation that maybe T. Higgins and Jamar Chase have.
Exactly,
but I still think there's enough separation there.
I don't know, because I don't think either of them are
we don't know how a 34-year-old Devontae is going to.
A 40-year-old or 34?
34.
Is he 34 years old?
32? 33?
I mean,
I feel like he was 32 like 3 years ago.
That year or two difference could be.
I know. I don't know how old he is.
He'll be 33 in December. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, Cooper Kupp aged quickly. Puka super young, so I mean, Puka could definitely have a better year than Devontae. We don't know. I expect CD to have a better year than George Pickens.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like Matt can't make this list because we can't even decide who that receiver is going to be.
Yeah, and I think that both of them are going to have great years, but it's not going to.
One might
One's not
not
going to be miles
outshine.
better than the other.
Yeah, one's not going to outshine the other enough to make top 5.
No.
Now
this would be a completely different conversation if it was quarterback and then 1-2.
Yeah, or just weapons, I guess.
Yeah.
Just wide
throwing
receiver,
in tight ends and shit.
Yeah, wide receiver rooms, or just receiving targets.
Yeah.
Dak and CD, okay. Jaden Daniels and Terry, do they get bumped?
I don't know how that team's gonna look. Is Terry leaving? The fuck are we doing? Terry better not go anywhere, that motherfucker. If he stayed this long and then the year we're fucking good, he's gonna leave.
Yeah,
literally stayed through Taylor Heineke and fucking whatever the fuck we had 2 years ago, Sam Howell and all that bullshit, just to leave.
You guys
leave
are finally finally
$8.
You guys are finally projected to have a winning season. He's like, fuck this.
Absolutely fuck no.
I want to be an underdog for life. There's no way I'm gonna be coming into a game as a favorite.
I mean, that is where someone like Terry does shine, is a big fish in a small pond. But
I think off the simple weight that the man's only been in the NFL for a year, I think Baker, Mike Evans have a stronger argument for a better connection than Jaden and Terry. So I'm looking. What's up?
Yeah, no, I don't.
1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like we've came down to our 4. It's just what order. We have Hurts and AJ Brown.
Is this top 4 or 5? Oh, well, yeah.
After Burrow and Chase. We have Hurts and AJ Brown. We have Baker and Mike Evans. We have Dak and CD. We have Goff and St. Brown. This is off pure wide receiver quarterback duos.
So Eagles, Lions.
Eagles, Hurts?
No.
Okay.
Trying to remember what teams you just said.
Hurts,
Eagles,
AJ,
Lions, Cowboys, and
Bucks.
Lions.
How high? Okay. The thing is, how high does Baker and Mike Evans get to go?
4.
4.
Maybe 5.
I'm looking at just when it comes to when these quarterbacks are going to be dropping back next season. And we're looking at how great of a connection or just how great the duo is going to be. I look at the Detroit Lions, and they have so many weapons, so many weapons on offense that I think they're going to have they'll have a great connection, but in terms of just numbers and what it's going to show, it just at the end of the season, when it comes down to just pure independent one wide receiver to a quarterback, I don't know if it beats it out. I don't know if Amon-Ra St. Brown and Goff beat them out. I look at Dak and CD. I think if Dak is healthy, I think they beat out. I think they should be. I think they should be better than Mike and Baker.
Yeah,
but
we are talking full healthy,
so I think they should be. And then when I look at Hurts and AJ Brown, I mean, that's one of the best offenses in the NFL, especially rushing wise. The man might not even have to drop back and have a good connection with AJ Brown next year to walk right back into the playoffs. So with that being said,
okay. So what? Dak CD too.
Like the main reason Burrow and Chase are one is because that's the team.
Agreed.
That is going to be the reason they win any games next year.
You know, this is
period.
a much different conversation than best offense.
So it's when they step on the field, how much is this connection going to matter for the outcomes of their games? I think Baker and Mike are.
You're really making a push for Baker and Mike, which I like.
I think they're three.
That's fair.
I'll put them 3.
Okay.
I mean that's when you break it down like that, and that's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
I think they're 3. I don't think you have to rely on the Hurts and AJ or Goff and St. Brown connection as much. The Cowboys are absolutely going to have to need that Dak and CD.
They don't have a running back.
So.
Yeah. All right. Dak, CD, Mike, Bake, and then what? Lions, Eagles. I think Saquon sort of throws everything out the window. They don't have to throw the ball much.
Yeah, and Devontae makes it even easier.
Devonta Smith, yeah.
So, yeah, I'll put Goff and St. Brown at 4. Because that's how it should be. In a healthy world, these should be the 5 connections that make the most impact on their offense.
Yeah, but this could definitely be a year where we see
outliers.
For sure.
But that's the thing. It's like if Matt has a connection with Puka that just blows, Devontae to the sideline, it could easily beat one of these people out. If
Terry and JD do go crazy, or if somehow it's just Nico and CJ.
If Rashee Rice decides to come back and be a top 10 receiver, it's like, all right, Patrick Mahomes is in this conversation again. I'm just looking at when we're looking at.
He does have sticky fingers. It runs in the family.
If we're looking at if we're looking at these 5 duos being healthy, these should be the 5 most important duos for their offense next season. And it's Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase, Dak to CD, Baker to Mike, Goff to St. Brown, Jalen Hurts to AJ Brown.
I might even take out the Eagles. If we're talking about importance to a team.
Importance to a team, and we could replace them with. I mean,
Washington.
To be honest,
Washington.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if we're really talking importance to a team.
Yeah, I mean, if
like if there is no JD Terry connection.
I mean, think about. I mean, what AJ missed 5 games. Well, I guess they didn't. None of them played their
4.
final game, but so he missed 4 games. Oh,
3.
So he missed 3 games. Okay, math is crazy today. So yeah, that's the top 5 duos, quarterback to wide receiver.
I mean, AJ has had more impact in the past, but now with Saquon there, it's really not as necessary.
It's not a bad thing. It's not a negative. Like there's no bad reason why they're not making the top 5. It's just the fact that they're too good. Like it's just
the whole team itself is too good.
They're just too good. All right, we got Jeopardy.
Sick.
We got Jeopardy, Devin. You won last game.
I did.
So I guess I get
2-1.
So I get to go first. Is that how?
You do.
Is that? Well, do I get to go first, or do you get to choose who goes first?
You go first. Okay. I just chose.
Okay. Okay. You just chose. I think we'll do. Yeah. Loser will go first.
Yeah.
We got NFL career paths once again. We got Super Bowl. We got NFL 2025. We have NFL records, and we have NFL games. What kicked my ass last game? I lost off of some bullshit. I think I Career pass went crazy. There was a crazy jump, 400 to 500. 400 was Jameis fucking Winston. So
500 was,
and I believe this was made by the same person. If not, I'm sorry. Credit goes to whoever made it. But am I crazy to go for the last time? 400 was so easy. It was Jameis Winston. Am I crazy to go?
I would not. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Am I crazy to go 400 career path again? You took it last time. You took it on this game. It was Jameis fucking Winston.
I don't think it would be that easy.
All right. Okay. All right. You're talking me off of a ledge that you would want me to not jump off. I guess theoretically, there's no difference. But okay. All right. Okay. It's like if my non-suicide would help you in a way, but it's like not that deep. It's just Jeopardy. But you're talking me off a ledge. I'll go 300 NFL
It's
career
just
pass.
Jeopardy.
I'll drop it down one and go 300. But then I could just go for the 400.
Go for the 4.
All right, fuck you. I'm going for the 4. I'm pulling out big balls today. We got Virginia Tech to the... Oh, my God. You can suck my dick and balls. Who did we talk about earlier? Who's one of the best backup quarterbacks of all time? Who's on the Jets
Of course
right
they
now?
would put a fucking backup in there, dude.
Who's on the... This has got to be the same person that made this shit.
Oh, it has to be.
Virginia
So I'm
Tech,
definitely not touching that 5.
Ravens, like you said, had his starting year with the Bills, went to the Browns, got stabbed in the lung as a Charger, Texans, Giants, and now is the backup to Justin Fields. Give me Tyrod Taylor, please. For 400.
Yeah, that
oh
sucks.
my God. Oh my God. I'm so happy that whoever made this decided to make the 400 for career paths the easiest thing.
Super Bowl for 4.
Super Bowl for 4. Is this the new meta? Which wide receiver and QB duo have the most touchdowns in Super Bowl history? We just talked about wide receiver and QB duos. Not history, so it's not really going to help you. But
would it be as simple as Jer-Bear and Montana? I don't know. And it is wide receiver. Does not involve Kelsey.
wide receiver and QB duo have the most touchdowns in Super Bowl history.
I don't think Edelman's even close. Most touchdowns is crazy.
In Super Bowl history.
Because it can't be that many.
Yeah, no. I can think of some like outlier performances, but in total, like just a career, I don't know.
Really can't be that many. Fuck.
Just go with your gut.
My gut is the obvious, and I don't know if that's correct.
I mean, that's the... I don't know. At this point, I don't want to help, but like... The only thing... Like, that's probably what I would go with, but then I'm also thinking, like, was it split up too much with Steve? Or did Joe ball out enough? That's the only thing. And I'm honestly not trying to fuck you up. I'm literally...
No, that was my thought as to why
the only thing.
It would be different.
But like you said, like, did Julian really score that much? I mean, no. I know postseason yards and catches, but this is Super Bowl.
Well, and this is also Super Bowl touchdowns. Julian wasn't in the end zone that much.
Fuck, I remember. There's more memorable James White touchdowns than...
That's what I'm saying.
Julian Edelman. Fuck.
Sony Michel. I don't know if Sony scored in that game. Fuck me.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Yeah, Jerry and Manana.
Jerry Rice and Joe Montana. It's Jerry Rice and Joe Montana.
Dumb.
Look at
I wanted to be wrong.
All that
this is a 400.
All that stalling for nothing.
Well, it's not even stalling. It's like you should have a harder 400. I guess the 400s are easy.
Let's go career pass for 200. Okay, we got Alabama. So University of Alabama.
Alabama. Yeah, I felt it.
Went to the Falcons, and then went to the Titans. Went to the Bucks, and then the Eagles. He's on the Eagles right now. Ooh, who the fuck is this? Ooh, I don't like this at all. I don't like this. Wait. No. I'm not tripping, right? I don't want to say something stupid
It's
because
possible.
on the last one, it told us when they retired. If I'm correct,
It did.
because there's an obvious player who went from Alabama, Falcons, Titans, Bucks, Eagles. It's Julio Jones.
True. Do they still think he's?
But did he not announce his retirement?
I don't know. I mean, maybe it was made 6 months ago. That's the only player. And when they were saying
That's the only
retired, it was
person
like,
I can go with.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe he didn't. Now, is he still on a roster? He still might be on a roster. I'll look that up later. Okay.
I don't think so.
That's literally the only. I mean, that's it. That's all I could think of.
Yeah. Super Bowl too.
Super Bowl for 200. How many teams have lost 4+ Super Bowls?
2 Bills and Vikings.
You want to think a little bit harder, or is that your final answer?
Am I supposed to think harder? The Pats lost in the 90s to the Packers. Ooh. Never mind. So, 90s, 07, 11, 17. They lose after that? No.
What you got?
Steelers.
And it's just how many, so I guess you don't have to name them.
No, I know, but I'm trying to think. Steelers have 6. Don't know if they've been to 10.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think they were in 10, but I also don't want to fuck you up. So, do you?
3.
3?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Broncos.
They did lose a lot.
They were shitty. They were shitty in that orange, that bright orange.
Damn.
Broncos, yeah, they did have some shitty years in the 20th century. And then lost another one to Seattle.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. What do we want to tackle next? I'm liking the career path, so maybe I'm gonna go 300 career. Give me the starting
That
quarterback.
sucks. That's so fucking easy, bro.
Week 1 starting quarterback for the Colts over Anthony Richardson. It's Daniel Jones.
Damn.
Yeah.
Terrible.
It's Daniel Jones. I like that. I like it, Devin.
Records for 4.
8 QBs have thrown for 7 touchdowns in a game. Name 2.
The fuck?
This is pretty easy, Devin.
This is easy? Alright, I'm going to throw out a bunch of names then. Let me throw out 8 names. Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Manning.
Hold on. It says name 2.
No, I'm going to name 2. Of the 8.
Whoa.
No, there's 8.
Right, okay.
So I'm going for bonus points.
Okay, but say them again so I
named
can remember.
4. Well, 5. Aaron, Ben, Peyton, Tom, Eli. If I don't get 2, I'm going to stab somebody. Brett Favre. Why is this easy?
I mean,
My homie hasn't done it. We'd be hearing about it every fucking day. I don't fucking know.
are those your answers?
Elway and Marino.
Okay, do you remember them?
Yeah.
What were they? You want to name them all one more time?
Brother. Tom, Peyton, Aaron, Ben, Eli,
Brett Favre,
Favre,
Dan Marino,
Marino, and Elway.
Marino, and Elway.
Yeah, this is real easy. I fucked myself. The fuck is Aaron Burke? Sid Luckman, YA titties.
You forgot the Big
I got
Breeze.
Peyton, and I didn't throw Drewski in there.
Big Breeze, Devin.
Wow, I forgot the other
on.
big thing too.
What? Who else? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. I'm gonna go with records for 100. Who has won the most Super Bowls? Who? Or like team wise or player? Because Tom won the most, and fucking Steelers. I mean, they have 6.
And
as long as well, the Patriots. But I mean, I'm saying so. Like who?
like I think it's gonna be Tom, but
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah,
yeah.
Sure. I didn't know where they were going with that.
All we had to do was just say what player, which player.
Yeah, what player has the most Super Bowl
That's all it would take.
championships? Whatever, it's fine.
NFL games for 2.
NFL games
This
for
one's gonna fuck me.
200. Which 2 teams played in the game won by the Immaculate Reception? Dude, you're getting softballs.
I am softball.
I don't even know what that means.
And neither do I. But it's provocative.
I mean, you know one of them.
Steelers. And I'm like leaning like Raiders.
Is that your answer?
Yeah. Sick.
Steelers, Raiders.
5.
Give me NFL games for 100. Who played in the highest scoring Monday Night Football game ever? 2018.
Easy.
This is not easy.
This is super easy.
Okay, unless I'm mistaken, there's no way this is easy.
If I'm
the only
stupid,
game-
then I'm stupid. But this is easy.
Okay, if I'm stupid, then I'm stupid because are we thinking Kansas City Rams? Are we both thinking that?
Color Rush, yeah.
But Color Rush were Thursday night games.
I think they were workshopping. That wasn't a Thursday night game. That was on ESPN.
Okay, I mean that was my only answer.
Yeah.
But then I also thought that those were Thursday night games, so okay, yeah, I'll take it.
That was on ESPN.
See, okay, why did I think? I guess that's
I don't
when
know.
they
I mean,
already
Color
gave
Rush
up.
was a Thursday thing, but I think that was before.
I guess they gave up on that pretty quick.
Yeah.
Huh? All right, I'll take it.
Super Bowl 3.
Super Bowls for 300. How many teams are undefeated in Super Bowl?
Ravens.
Oh fuck.
The Redskins have lost. The Eagles have lost.
How many teams are undefeated in the Super Bowl?
Chiefs have lost. Rams have lost. Fuck. This is hard.
This is honestly, this is a 500. This is unless it's super obvious.
Well, I'm right
This is
with
kinda
the
hard.
Ravens. Y'all are 2-0.
Yeah.
The Packers have lost. Lord, I hope so. The Cowboys have lost. Niners have lost. Broncos, obviously. Dolphins have lost to us. Raiders have lost. No. The Raiders did lose in 0-2. Bucks. Undefeated. Ravens, Bucks. Bucks. Jets. Undefeated. Panthers defeated. Jags never been. Texans never been. Colts defeated. Fuck, this is hard.
This is kind of hard. Because you're at 3 right now.
Bears defeated. Cardinals defeated. Steelers defeated. What the fuck? You can cut all this out. This is your thinker.
I'll probably leave it all in.
That's what she said.
The people are gonna sit here and think with you. Sit here and act like they knew the answer right away.
Fucking idiots. I knew it. Shut up. It's probably easier. I mean, well, yeah. So I'm at 3. Any Cali teams?
I don't know.
No. San Diego. Nar. Giants have lost, yeah, to y'all.
Yeah. When should I start that countdown?
I think that's all I got.
That's it? 3? That's your final answer?
Yeah, I mean, well, there's a lot of teams who haven't been. There's a lot of teams who've lost.
So that's it. 3.
Yeah.
4. The Saints. I was thinking about the Saints. I thought about them, and yeah, they did. That's all they had was that
The
win.
only one they have is 09. It's the only time they've ever been.
Damn, Devin.
Saints didn't even cross the breezy.
I'll go career pass 100. Tom
What
Brady.
the fuck are we doing?
It's Tom.
Do your job.
What you want?
Super Bowl for 1. I swear to God, if this isn't Tom Brady.
Who won the first Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You know who won the first Super Bowl, Devin. I'm gonna go with NFL 2025 100. Who has the best odds for the number
so this
one
is
overall
made April
pick
9th. So
in this
Julio
draft?
hadn't retired, apparently.
What? What did you say?
I'm saying Julio hadn't retired, apparently.
Who has the best odds for the number one overall pick in this draft? Wait. With the draft.
The draft had already happened. This is from April 9th.
But what I'm okay, but who has the best odds for the number one overall pick? There was April 9th, we knew though.
When was the draft?
April or May. Okay, so in April we already knew who the worst team
player,
was.
not who, not what team.
Who has the best odds for the number one? So they're asking the player.
They're asking the player. They're asking about.
This needs to say what player.
Yeah,
not
I know,
who.
but they keep saying who.
It's saying who. So it's fucking Cam Ward then.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing? What are we talking about right now? This is stupid. What player? What player has the best odds of not? Whatever. Go ahead.
Records for 3.
Who holds the record for the fastest 40-yard dash?
Xavier Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
I was about to be like, the fuck is that guy's name?
I'm gonna go with let's go records 200. What year did the Dolphins become the only team in the NFL to be 12, 13-0, whatever they were?
14-0.
14-0. I believe that was 1972. Whether that was 71, 72, 72, 72.
It was 72.
Yes, okay, 1972.
Congratulations. Games 3.
Games for 3. Which two teams played in the first game ever to finish in a 0-0 draw?
Colts,
Wow.
Jets.
Is that?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, shoot. Lions, Giants.
Humbug.
Nice.
That's fucking terrible.
Okay.
If anyone knows that, quit watching football.
If anyone knows that, you're lying, and you're also 85 years old. 200. The only one that's 200. What former Lions OC is the current Bears head coach?
2 questions.
What former Lions DC is the current Jets head coach? It's Ben Johnson and fucking Aaron Glenn.
Fire. Nice work.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. I was stumped for like a millisecond.
Yeah, same. Super Bowl 500.
Name all 4 teams that have never appeared in the big game.
Texans, Titans, Jags. Titans have been there, never mind. Texans, Jags. What the hell? Browns. Lions.
Yep. Let me go with 300. No daily doubles, but we do have Super Bowl. Okay. Who's the second in Super Bowl odds?
Oh.
Eagles 1, plus 650 at 2, Chiefs at 3. That spot is either Ravens or Bills.
Who do you think?
My bias is obviously leaning towards one way. And my bias for the other team is pushing me even further the other way. So I'm going to go with the
There's an
Ravens.
obvious answer.
What?
Nothing.
You said this was an obvious answer?
No.
I mean, I'm going to go Ravens. If it's not, well, fuck me. It's still go Ravens.
Really? I would have thought for sure it was the Bills. Spectacular. Games. 400.
400?
Yep.
Which 2 teams played in the first ever NFL championship game in 1933?
Can I get a daily double if I get this right?
Fuck no.
I'm wagering everything.
Absolutely not.
That's so dumb. Cardinals, Bears.
The Giants and Bears. The Giants.
I was gonna say the Giants.
The Giants and the Bears. I'll go 400. Who has the best MVP odds going into the 2025 season? Now, you would think it would be the reigning MVP, right? You would think that.
Generally.
But it's probably the guy that got robbed of MVP last year, and it's Lamar Jackson.
Freaky.
It's Lamar Jackson.
Pats for 5.
Okay.
Is that over?
Pats for 5. Rutgers, Bengals, Falcons, Patriots, Lions, Niners, Dolphins. Wow.
Mohamed Sanu.
That's honestly, honestly,
Wild.
The only person I could think of.
Spectacular.
It's like Mohamed Sanu. I was like Jermaine Gresham.
Mohamed Sanu. I didn't think he was still bouncing around, but here he is.
Records or games? Or 2025. I'm gonna go 2025. Which team holds the best odds to have the number 1 overall pick in 2026? Man, I feel like I've seen this. I think it was the Giants. It could be Jacksonville. I don't think it's Tennessee.
Or uno más.
There's another one?
Uno más nombre.
The Browns?
No.
I don't know.
Maybe the worst team in the league.
Browns, Jags, Texans. Or Browns, Jags, Titans. And then Giants.
South.
Worse than the teams I named?
Zip.
The Chicago Bears?
No.
The Panthers?
See.
No.
I don't know.
I feel like I saw it. I think I saw that it was the Giants because they came out with odds right after the draft.
Yeah,
Because I remember I saw the odds
this
for
is
Lamar.
pre-draft.
Fuck me.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'm going Giants. Giants and Titans.
That counts.
Okay. Fuck. I could. Okay. Fuck
It says which team, so.
Yeah. Which team? Okay. I guess I could have went Titans too.
Games.
Yeah.
The games one's fun. Not really.
Which two teams played in the highest scoring game ever? Wait.
This is the highest scoring Monday Night Football game ever.
Oh. Okay.
Broncos, Raiders. I don't fucking know.
The Giants and the Redskins. Devin, come on.
Should have known that.
Which team has the record for most Hall of Fame players drafted? Okay, it's either the Steelers, Cowboys, or Packers. Steelers won the most Super Bowls, so they probably got more leeway for having rings, especially back then. I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Stupid,
Bears.
bro.
The Bears?
I was in between Bears and Packers.
The Bears?
Bears.
I just feel like the Packers had some dry years. Like the Steelers really, I mean, whatever. I'll take the dub 24 to negative 100.
Dude, also shut up. But like the Redskins, we have fucking Sammy Ball. He's in there as a punter and a quarterback.
Yeah.
So
what,
it's
so
like,
what is
there's
like?
a lot of just names no one's ever heard of.
Is everybody from the '85 Bears?
And then Mike Singletary, Walter Payton.
Because who the fuck else is even who else? Brian Urlacher? Like I mean, who else is in there? What are we talking about?
I mean, honestly, guys from 1930.
Interesting, and only 39. I feel
That's
like there'd be more. I feel like the top team would have more than 39.
The NFL Hall of Fame is the most prestigious.
Well,
for now.
For now, I feel like at some point it's gonna be. I mean, at some point it's gonna be flooded, or we're just gonna have like Joe Burrow wait 40 years to make it. And what are we talking about? We're gonna wait till Joe Burrow is crippled over on a cane to come give his Hall of Fame speech.
Yeah.
Just because of how backed up everything is. That's the one thing they need to change is the ballot. Fuck the 5-year wait. What are we waiting 5 years for?
Yeah, I never understood that.
Their legacy's not going to change post-retirement. So
well, maybe it's like
5 years?
I think 5 years after retirement, no one's coming back.
Okay, but like Tom, Brett, Drew, Aaron, Peyton, they don't need 5 years to go, yep,
no.
they're a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Tom can still make a comeback.
Tom could. Tom said he might play in the Olympics in 2028. I'm not going to lie.
Brett Favre made about 38 comebacks, so.
Tom Brady adding a gold medal to his fucking to his catalog is.
He doesn't need it though. He's already there.
I don't care. I'd rather Tom Brady play than Lamar go out there and tear a fucking Achilles.
It's true.
Fuck it.
See, but a Tom broken hip could be the end of his life.
Dude,
a broken hip at his age.
Tom Brady at 50 and Andrew Luck can go out there and get a gold medal for America.
Hell yeah.
They're gonna do it.
Hell yeah.
I'm telling you, they're gonna do it. But yeah,
they could also fucking. I don't know. I was gonna make a war reference.
Yeah. I don't know what type of reference you're gonna make. That Andrew Luck looks like a war general.
No, I'm not gonna repeat what I said about him the other week.
Oh, you know what? Was not even alluding to that at all.
Yeah.
Completely forgot that you said that about him. But he kind of does. Like, regardless of how you want to describe said war general, he does look like he would lead, troops in the war, but like 1700s.
Yeah.
Not anytime now.
Early 1800s, mid 1800s.
Whatever. whatever the year.
When do you think the Civil War was?
I don't.
What years
care.
did the Civil War occur? Can we do a history
18
Jeopardy?
something. The Civil War was 18. We're gonna go with let's go with 1858.
60 to 65.
Okay, so just a little precursor. I just had the
Sorry, it was
prequel.
boiling.
It was definitely
Tensions were
like,
rising.
bro, tensions were high in 58.
Tensions
so
were high in 58.
Let's not act like I wasn't, hey, I was just saying, maybe Andrew Luck was just in the cut 100 years before that.
He was
doing his own thing.
Just eating slop.
But we talked the finals, game 3, game 4, the best wide receiver quarterback duos. Antonio Brown is a wanted man. Patrick Mahomes, Caleb Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Saquon Barkley, Russell Westbrook, NFL Jeopardy. Devin, is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
AB has a pretty good plead of insanity.
Yeah.
Get out. Spend a couple of days in the loony bin and be fun.
See, but that's the thing, though. When you plead insanity, I don't think you get to just go home.
No, you're stuck.
Yeah, it's like you're stuck in the.
Again, it's attempted murder. So
yeah,
have to go to classes or something.
I don't know if he'll have to go to classes. He'll probably have to go to jail.
No, just go to a padded room for a few weeks.
No, he's gonna.
What happens when you're insane?
He'll be out on. See, you know what's crazy is because of the specific, thing he's being charged with. They might not even let bro out on bond because of his, his chance of being a danger to society.
True, and because he has a lot of money, his bond's probably going to be set pretty high. Oh
no, it'll definitely be set high. Attempted murder, I'm sure, it's got to be at least $1 million there.
Yep.
To get out on bond. But yeah, I guess. Yeah, I already asked you, and that was your final statement. Is AB can plead insanity? He definitely can. But with all that being said, we will be back on Monday to discuss, Game 5, maybe some more duos, or maybe some more rankings, some more Jeopardy, some more bullshit, Devin. Brand new episodes every Saturday and Tuesday. We will be back on Tuesday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.